Des from Aro-Tarot here, and this is my basically vlog video for the month of April, since it's going into the next month, so filming this one. I had like a bunch, like, I know I had like a few things that I was gonna be like, ooh, I should talk about that, like, even probably from like last week, but then like I completely forgot, and of course I forgot like most of the stuff I have this month. I have my planner right here, so I can like kind of look at stuff, but I was gonna pull that out when I get to like the one part. I think basically I'm just gonna start, and why not just start with the tarot decks, obviously. I got 3 decks this month. So the decks that I finally got, I got these two at the same time. Books A Million was having a sale, and I jumped in and got 2 decks. Like, they were both on my to-get list, and then, like, was it last month? I think it was like last month, like, my mom got those 2 along with like some other decks, and like I got to see them and be like, I want. So these 2 I finally got. The one I actually almost had pre-ordered, but I like pre-ordered like 2 decks, and both times I had like issues with the pre-order, so like backing's fine, but like pre-ordering, it's like kind of like I'll probably get back into pre-ordering though, but so I didn't end up pre-ordering it, and then it was kind of like on my to-get list, but then all the other decks I wanted, I was like, I want this one, and then I'll get that one, but then I'll get this one, and then I'll get, you know, so it just took forever for me to get it, even though I had been wanting it. So the tarot deck out of the 2, because one's a tarot deck, one's an oracle deck, and the tarot deck is, I finally got the Spirit Song Tarot, which is like so pretty and so nice. Like, I remember when I got this, I was really excited for my package, but like it took them a bit, like of course I have to drop, what did I drop? Oh, I dropped the book. I'm going down to get what I dropped, because that's what always happens. And it took them a bit to like organize the mail. I mean, like, that happens. Also, I think it was a Monday maybe. So like, obviously I didn't get it when I went with my Nana earlier that morning, but we were kind of going a bit close to my house, so I was like, I'll pick it up on the way. And then it still wasn't ready, and then I was like, I don't want the new decks. I've been excited. But then my Nana was really kind, and she's like, when it finally did come, because I was just hanging at her house, to go and get the decks and then come back. And then of course, you know, eventually then I went home like hours later. But so like I remember like we pulled it out, and I was like, ooh, like what animals this Nana do you think in this one? Just because why not? Because like there's like so many, like each card is a different animal, and there's so many different animals. I don't know why it was funny. I was trying to get, I had the card with the donkey on it, and I'm like, what animal is this? Like, to see like, are they gonna get it's a donkey? And like they're like, it's not a horse. And it's like, it's a donkey, and they're like, oh yeah. It was just kind of funny. And then I kind of like looked through all the cards, and I'm like, ooh, I like this one, this one, this one. And like I was like, I'm gonna try to see if I can make like a top 10 favorite, because I love all the artwork. I think my all-time, like my 2 favorite cards, art-wise, is the 4 of Swords, which is a bear that's asleep, and it's so freaking cute. And then I really like, oh, which ace is that? I know it's one of the aces. I don't even have to think, I know what animal it is. I'm just trying to remember what specific card it is. Okay, it's not that fruit. So it's, okay, it's the Ace of Feathers, that one, which is air. So yeah, the Ace of Feathers, the Ace of Swords. I really like that one. It's a goat. And, like, I love this goat card. Like, I don't know why, but it's so cute. I love this card. I don't know if I can find it. I didn't pull it out, but like that's like probably my favorite card in the deck. Like art wise, like is a goat and it's cute. And for some reason, like I don't know why, but I just think that card's so cute. Like I've never been the person to be like, oh my god, it's a goat. But like with this deck, I am that person that goes, oh my god, it's a goat. It's so cute. I really like this deck. I actually thought that this deck was going to be my lighthearted deck, and the other deck I got when I bought 2 decks was going to be the more serious deck, and the interview was more, this one was the serious one, that was the fun-loving one, and I'm like, okay then. But, I've done, like, daily draws a lot with this one, and, like, I like it. I know, this one I'll be also continuing using for my dailies and weekly, draws into for the next month, since I already planned out what decks I'll be using the next month. Kind of jotted down what decks I want to use for the month after that, because there's some of my favorites I haven't used in like forever, so I'm bringing like 2 of them in for next month, and then my two of my other favorites I'll be pulling into next month, because since like I got all those decks for Christmas, I hadn't really been using my favorite ones because I was like, oh my god, I was like, it was overwhelming with the decks, so I hadn't been using them, and it's like, I miss you. I'm gonna use you. Because I kind of limit myself to 10 decks. The only time it goes over 10 is if I get a deck during that month and I might not have been expecting to like get that deck. Like if I go to the store and I get a deck, which like did happen this month, so like it was 11 decks. Although the one I only used for like, I think, two drawings anyway, so that one didn't get used. But anyway, so the other one that I had gotten, the book's down here, I got the Animal Spirit Oracle, which I've had the Wild Unknown, and I actually put the Wild, I knew that this deck was coming, because I got it at the beginning of the month. Yeah, I got it in the beginning of the month. So, like, I knew it was coming, so I decided to put the Wild Unknown in for this month, and I still didn't really use it much, but I was more comfortable using it before. Like, it was one of those decks that I never really got the hype of. I wasn't really drawn to it, and then when it was on sale, I was like, I need it. So I got it, used it for a bit, and then, like, it kind of faded out again. And, like, it's one of the ones that I usually don't use, though. I like it, but I just don't really use it. I know the cardstock was so weird for me to get used to, like, more matte feelings. I've gotten more used to it, although I will say it, I like the feel of the Animal Spirit more. It feels better. But, yeah, so I still don't really use it, but, like, that's okay. I kind of like the artwork more in the Animal Spirit anyway. I've used this one for some daily draws, and I did use it for 2 weekly draws, and I love the artwork. It's so pretty, you know? I think I like this one more because it has more color in it. You still got all that beautiful pen work, but there's like some more color in the cards. It's just so pretty. So yeah, this one I'm also going to use for next month as well. And book-wise also, I think the books, I like the book better than I do at least the Wild Unknown book, which I don't really care for. It's not like the best book ever, but it's definitely better. I find it definitely better than the Wild Unknown one, so. Which, you know, makes sense. Like made that one, then makes this one's, like, hobby. That makes sense. But yeah, this one's also gonna get used, next month. And maybe I'll actually just sit down and, because I will draw the cards and then kind of, like, read about them. Instead of just reading the book, I might just sit down and just read the whole book, 'cause why not? Then the other deck I got, it looks very different than when I got it. I was at the store and it was kind of on my list. And I was either going to get this one or I was going to finally maybe get the good tarot, because if I go to the mall, of course I'm going to go into Books A Millions and look at the tarot cards. Like, there's not like too many, because it's not like a big store anyway, but it's like they do still have some that like are on my to get list that I just haven't gotten yet. I'm trying to think which ones. I kind of like the Revelations Tarot, but like I go back and forth on getting it. Same with like, is it Mystical Fairy? I can't remember. That one, I go back and forth on whether I like the artwork or not, because there's a lot going on, like with the borders. So like I go back and forth on that one, and they always have that one. The same thing had happened when I got the Lion Strider. They always have the Lion Strider, and like I kind of went back and forth on just getting the deck. This one, I always think of more that my brother wanted it, and actually after I got it was when he realized, okay, I don't want it. I don't like it. But, yeah, it looks very different though. It's the Golden Tarot. Is it by? To be more precise. Do I have the book right here? I thought I had the book right here. Apparently I don't. Why is that the book right there? Is it on my desk somewhere? I usually keep all the books for the months together, but apparently I didn't. Anyway, it's oh wait. It was with the other books. It just fell over. It's the one by... I gotta open the book just to see who it's by. The Mary Packard. That one. So it's this one. This Golden Tarot. Because there's a few that are like Golden Tarot. So it's this one, which is a Vishanti Schwarzer deck. And when I got it, I was kind of like just not really feeling the outer borders, because like if you look at the Vishanti Schwarzer, it does have that color for the outer borders, but like it didn't really feel like the same texture look as the rest of the card, and it kept throwing me off. So I decided to trim it. And as I trimmed the first card, because I asked the deck, and the deck was fine with it. And then like as soon as I trimmed that first card, I realized the backs aren't lined up. And so eventually it got down to the point that all border, including the colored borders, got trimmed off. And the backs were all crooked, so I decided I still had some of the one left. So I put it on, and it doesn't match, but I kind of like it. If I can get like another backing that looks better, I could always replace it. But like, I'd rather something that doesn't really match, but still feels okay. I don't know why, it feels okay to me. I'm one of those people where I'll be like, what are you talking about? These two different patterns match. They give off the same feeling. So, yeah, Andy's like, that doesn't look, whatever though. It's your deck does. Where I'm like, it matches, right? No, it doesn't, but whatever. But yeah, I made the backs this, so it's like this. So it doesn't really match, but I kind of like it. But if I can get one that matches better, I'll do that. It's just, this is at least better than having all the backs just not straight, because they weren't straight, and I didn't know that going in. But yeah, I completely trimmed off, like, all borders, and I do like the look of it a lot more. And then I just backed it in this, which is the same backing that I used for my Lion Strider Tarot, because the cardstock's terrible, and the backs, it's like a weird off-white, and it just feels weird with like the pure white on the front. Like, I didn't care for it. But that was the third deck that I got. I already talked for a bit. So then I'll say what was my most used deck. I still have to do today's drawing and tomorrow's, because I'm filming this on the 29th. I'll probably put it up tomorrow, the 30th. I still got like 2 more days to draw for. but it's an obvious winner of which ones I use the most, and that actually ended up being the Spirit Song. Apparently, I used this one a lot for the daily draws. I didn't even realize I used it that much for the daily draws. And then after that would be a triple way tie, and then that depends on if I don't use the Astara for one of those days, because that one's only one different than the triple way tie of the Honasa House, the Animal Spirit, and the Mystical Cats. I was using the Mystical Cats after I made some more tarot bags. I got this, like, I finally made the bags from, like, my cat material, which I have all my bags currently just, like, sitting here because I was trying to figure out what decks I wanted to do for, like, use for next month because of my limit. And, like, I also had made some more bags, and I just wanted to, like, put all the decks away, like nicely, and so all of them are currently piled because I just haven't put them away because it wasn't until, like, last night that I finally decided which decks I was going to use next month. But yeah, this is so cute! I got, like, black for the inside, and this, like, kitties, and then I used this ribbon for it. It's so cute! The other one I thought was really cute is... Whoop! I dropped the planner. I got this one, and I'm not very good at tying ribbons, so, like, the ribbon's all not even or anything. I just kind of, like, quickly tied it. I crisscrossed the whole thing, so one's currently shorter than the other, but they're actually the same size. I got this one with this one, and when I got these two, I decided, I'm gonna try to be fancy. I'm gonna try to actually, sew all the way around with zigzags, which I've never done before on the sewing machine. And I did it, and I actually like how it came out. Like, it's so cute. And I did it in, like, that color so, like, it would stick out, because it looks fine if it's sticking out if you're doing, like, a design like that, like, in my mind, obviously. But it's really pretty, and I like how it came out. I got some more fabric, too, so I can make 4 more bags after I make bags from that one, which will make, like, 4 more bags, and then Mom has some material that I'm kind of just holding on to for when she gets decks that she wants me to make the bags for that one. In case she gets, like, any smaller decks or any Oracle decks she wants in that, I'm not cutting it until she has a deck she wants in it, because the Oracle ones I have to cut bigger and kind of not really cut them entirely bigger. I have to fold them bigger, though, when I'm sewing the whole thing together, so I can't actually sew the bag anyway. And then if she gets any decks that are smaller, like playing card size or anything like that, like I have to cut those smaller. So I told her I'll just hang on to it. When she gets a deck she wants that kind of bag for, then she can do that. So yeah, what was I talking about? Oh, so yeah, those were the decks that I ended up using the most. And I'm just going to see, did I have any patterns? I did notice, like, halfway through the month that I had more major cards come up than I thought I would. Because, let's see, I had the Chariot, the 1st, the 5th was the Emperor, then the very next day, was the Hierophant, then the 8th was the Devil, the 14th was the Emperor, again, the Emperor, you know. So then the 15th was the Magician, then the 18th was the Hangman, the 16th was the High Priestess, the 21st was Judgment. And I still have 2 more days to go. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, like, that's a little over. Wait, did I count? I don't know if I count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. That's a good number. And then out of the actual suits for my drawings, I drew like 4 pentacles. I drew like 4 swords. 3 wands, 4 cups. All of the cups, the last, like, 3 were just, like, in the previous days. So the cups didn't really come till later. And 2 of them are core cards. But, like, yeah, so, like, the suit at least is a little bit mixed up. I thought it was almost going to be all swords at first. But then I did get some more pentacles in. And then the cups came in. But, like, that's a good amount of majors. I don't know, what all did I even do this month? I know I officially joined the American Sewing Guild, so like I went as like as a guest to my Nana's, because like we've been like sewing together. Oh, where's my one thing? Where did I put it? Is it on my bed? Or no? I don't think I put it on my bed. Where did I put it? It's so cute. I'm just gonna look over. Did I put it on my bed? I don't see it on my bed. Oh wait. No, I don't think I put it in there. I don't know where I put it. I don't think it's in here. Maybe it actually is in this bag, and I'm just... Yep, it was in this bag. I got some more fleece for the guinea pigs. It was on sale. And then I decided to make a sock plushie for like the first time. I've never made plushies before. I don't really hand stitch either. I really only use the machine. So it was funny. I was making jokes. Like, I was like, oh my god, it looks like shit. It looks terrible, Dad. And we were laughing. Like, her face was hurting, and she just couldn't stop laughing. And, like, we had a hell of a time. But, yeah, like, I didn't really cut it right. I thought I had made enough room for the legs. I did not. This is already covering cat hair. It's okay, it's a cat. And then the one ear I didn't make pointy enough. They looked even to me when I was hand stitching it, but apparently they weren't. But because of my struggles with it, I decided to cover it all in scars. So like because with the mouth, I kind of had to figure out how to. I've never done that before. Like actually make it, like use like embroidery thread to like make it so it's got like a mouth or anything. I'd never done that before, so once I figured out how to do it, I just gave it all kinds of like little scars. Like on its like foot that's too small, I gave it. I was like, let's use a white bead because we accidentally bought the wrong kind of beads anyway. So then I put one white. It's like, no, we can give it a scarred eye and we'll name it Lucky, and it's lucky to be alive. But yeah, it's a sock plushie. I've never made anything like that, and I don't hand stitch, so considering I am very much a beginner, it did not turn out bad. Oh, my Nana, she was going through her stuff. She found her cat yo-yo. A cat made from the yo-yos, and she gave that to me. But yeah, we had a fun time. Here's the pattern. Like, they were on sale for $1. I had to buy some more fat quarters. So this will make 2 bags, and then these 2 will make 2 bags. So you can kind of get like a bag from just one, but obviously I like the inside and outside to be different, so I get... You're gonna fall down on me back? I see how it is. But, oh, I didn't put a tap back in. Oh well, I should put it there. But, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I did this month. Are you trying to fall down? Everything always falls. It always falls on me. Oh, there was one other thing. One other thing. I literally just set you up and then you fall down on me? Oh, I see how it is. You're so rude. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all the main things to talk about. Stop moving. Don't move that far, though. It's gonna fall again. Oh, I did get a wand. I've been wanting a wand since like late middle school, like 7th, 8th grade. So like years, because I'm 22 now. And I finally got one. I was kind of just, someone had reblogged the post, and like I've seen her wands before, and I always thought that they were really nice. I ended up going ahead and following the blog too. And so like I was just kind of looking through, and then I spotted like the perfect one for me. because of what it's inspired by, but also because it just looks freaking cool too. But also because of what it's inspired by, I had to have it. So I got it. I got it from the store at Just a Level. By Just a Level, which is also Just Another Level. I think the shop is called Just a Level, and the seller is Just Another Level. But like, yeah, like shop owner's Amanda. The wands are all like so pretty. I've liked them before. I just hadn't gotten one, and then finally I got this one. It's so pretty. Like, they're all one of a kind too, and handmade. Like, look at this. They're all skulls, and like the detail here. Like, it's inspired by Phantom of the Opera, and of course it's Phantom of the Opera, so I had to get it. And I finally have a wand that I can use. And I already know, like, the main thing I'm going to use it for. I'm going to use it when finally working more on that tarot deck that I've been meaning to make more of, that I still only have 2 paintings done for. That's a Phantom of the Opera tarot deck for myself, but I'll end up doing it eventually. I want to do all the core cards. The next core card, I'm kind of stuck on how I want the pose to be. I know what all the core cards like are supposed to have. I'm just kind of stuck on how I should do this one specifically, like pose wise. So it's for the King of Quills, which is the King of Swords in the deck. But yeah, it's so pretty. I love it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I also got another distressing pad because half off sale. Oh, and the one Joanne that isn't by it's not the one closest to me, it's the second one. That's a little bit of ways. That one's moving like across to the other side of the mall, and they're of course having their 60 to 80% off everything in store sale. And I got a planner that was already on clearance, so I got this thing, which is a Webster's Pages planner, and I'm really happy. It's in Periwinkle, but it was on clearance, and then it was 60% off the clearance. So online these things go for $55, and I got it for $12, and I'm happy. I cuddled with it last night because it's just so freaking pretty. Like, I currently use a small happy planner that when ours moved to a bigger location, there was like a 60% off sale, so I got it for like $8 or something. But like this one's so fancy. I'm gonna use it like next year, although probably this year, because tomorrow we're going to the Hidden Path, which is the metaphysical store we go to, but we're also going to like Joann's again. So instead of like buying crystals or something, I think I'm gonna buy another one of these because $12 is a steal. And then I'm sorry, Happy Planner, but I love this one. I'm sorry. Also, it's a lot more room to write, and I don't have small handwriting, so yeah. I really like the planners because it's nice to keep track of all my tarot stuff, like how I did with, where did I put my planner? Like, the Happy Planner, like, I'm trying to put this in with the last 30 seconds, like, with a whole, like, I just love how I do this, like, here, I'm gonna pause this real quick so I can finish talking. Yeah, camera had, like, 20 seconds left, but anyway. So, I love how, like, I got the, like, notes section, and this is where I write down, like, what decks that I'm allowed to use for the month. And then I kind of tally point, like, when, like, how many times I use them, so that I can see which ones I use the most, actually, out of the month, which is sometimes surprising. And then I also plan at the end of the year to kind of add all the tally points together and see what decks I use the most, because there's some decks, I always have the Justice League, so it's really, like, 9 decks and the Justice League Tarot. I can't, like, not put the Justice League Tarot, like, that's, like, my deck. You know, it's my fave, my soul deck, you know, so it always gets a spot out of the 10. But then I also can, with the monthly thing, I can see what all I have, which, when I was buying a planner, I wanted one with a monthly in it, just so I could write down what cards I drew. Like, that's literally what this, I only use the monthly for this. I don't use it for anything else. I just write down what cards I drew, and I color code it so it's easier to see. So, like, all the purple ones, those are all major cards. If it's blue, dark blue, those are, I drew from an oracle deck. So, like, the red's obviously wands, the light blue is cups, green is pentacles, and my dark pink is for swords. And it's easy for me to see, like, if there's any, like, things that are easy. Like, I could see that there was, like, 9 majors because it's just all in purple. I don't even have to, like, actually read it. I can just see the colors. Then, of course, I write down, like, what my year spread had been. And then, of course, what I draw for the monthly as well. And then I also draw cards for week 2. And then, of course, I just have this, so, like, I get to, like, write up in here, like, what each card is for that week. And then I also write down what the weekly card is up on top. Because I also like how this is set up from a week from Monday to Sunday, which actually fits with how my school scheduling is, because the week starts on Monday, and all work for that week's due on Sunday. So, yeah, like, I really like it. Because I got this on sale, too. Like, this is a $20 planner. I got this one on sale. And I've been, like, using it. Sometimes there'll be, like 3 days out of the month that I'll, like, completely forget to use it, like I had just done. There's, like, nothing written for those days because I completely forgot to use it. But, like, this one has all that, and it's got even more, and it's also in a nice binder. The pages are actually bigger, so I have enough room here if I do bullet points, so it's fine. This one, with how this is set up, and I could actually write down what all I don't do, like, actual, like, spreads for myself all that too often. It depends on if I see any new spreads, because I don't really do much, so it's not really much to ask the cards. And then if I make spreads, like, usually, like, my examples in a video, so if I really wanted to see what I got, I can just go back and watch it. But there is space in this, I can actually put that in, because I haven't actually put any of that kind of stuff in a tarot journal yet, because that'll probably go in my one, but the one is entirely just for card meanings. The one is for me just kind of journaling about, like, what each card of each deck kind of means to me, along with, like, other stuff, like when I got this deck, when I got that deck, the nicknames of the decks and what, like, the decks are actually called, because I nickname all my decks. And then the other one is just entirely for spreads. So I could put it in my one, because they're arc, I could take out. I just haven't bothered yet actually writing any down. Whenever I do a deck interview, though, nowadays, ever since Christmas, I do take a picture of it, though. So on my phone, like, I can actually go and see what the actual cards were that I drew for the interview, which is kind of cool. But yeah, like, I like this one, but, I mean, this is nice. But, yeah, tomorrow, if I get another one of these, which is kind of what I want to get, I'm going to switch over to this. And you can buy refills. Like, this is just an A5, so anything A5 will actually fit. I know some people, like, even will sell off printables. I just have to figure out where if I cut a piece of paper to, like, the A5 size, I gotta figure out where on the printer I have to put it in, because there's no, like, tray to indicate it. So I just gotta, like, experiment with that if I had any sheets printed off. But yeah, like, this is just really nice, and my mom was like, there's, like, these things are definitely not worth $55, and I'm like, no, but you know what? I got it for $12, so that's okay. Like, yeah, like, $55, I could get me I could support an independent artist and get a nice tarot deck, instead of just getting this, but, like, 12, like this, I could, like, this is definitely worth $12. So, yes. So, like, although I could save the paper for, like, next year or the year after that if I got another one, I'm kind of really tempted. It's so pretty, and I'm already, like, But, yeah, I love the aesthetic that planners are. This year, I had decided I want to actually use a planner for once. Especially for card drawing, because I was always forgetting to do daily draws. Sometimes I still forget, like, February, there's so much empty space, although I think I got this planner in February. I want to say, I think I got this one actually in February. Yeah, because there's, like, nothing written for January. That's why, because I got it end of January, and I didn't really get much for March either. Like, it's all blank. But, April, got a card for every single day. Proud of myself. I want to do the daily drawings so I can get to use my decks more and get to know them more, and just do daily drawings, and like the planners kind of help me do that. So also sometimes I forget stuff like TV shows. Like the only time I can ever remember a TV show is like I remember when Lucifer's on. That's it. If I find another TV show that I'm like, oh, I should watch that, I'll like watch a few episodes, and then like I'll completely forget when it comes on, and then I'll be like really, really behind. That's happened like multiple times. Like I could write it down now. I just forgot with that last show. But yeah, I kind of like using the planners. Could I get into the whole planner thing? Probably not, because I kind of would rather just buy some more decks. Or crystals or something. But I love this planner, and it's so pretty. Like, their name's Periwinkle, Perry for short, and I love them. But, yeah, so, probably get another one. I don't even know what color I'm going to get next. They had a bunch, of them. I liked the Periwinkle one the most, so I got that one. I could get maybe, I think there was a tealish one. I might pick up that one or the tan one. Who knows? We'll see which one I end up getting. I mean, sale! Sale. Clearance and then 60% off that. Can't beat that. But, yeah, I actually ended up talking way more than I thought I was going to talk, because I kind of just droned on, but that's pretty much it for the month. I got 3 new decks. I said that I got what I was drawing. I got my wand. I joined the American Sewing Guild, which my Nana goes to. Because like you're in your groups, like the actual like sections, and then in like that section there's like groups in that. So like Nana goes to group meetings for like 3 different groups, for like 3 different cities or towns. Well, they're not really cities, they're towns. But yeah, you know, and then I'm the youngest one there. Which they always joke about that, you know. I go in and I'm like, I only got 2 hours of sleep. They're like, you should be jumping off the walls. You're so young. Like, we're supposed to be the ones that are tired. And I'm thinking in my head, like, actually, you guys need less sleep than me because you're older than me, but whatever. Like, I can't sleep. I have trouble sleeping. I only got like 2 hours. Like, I can't help that I just can't fall asleep and I just lay in bed not being able to sleep. Like, I have trouble sleeping. Like, I'm trying the one thing right now, but like we'll see if it does anything. I have trouble sleeping. I'm kind of tired right now, to be honest. I woke up like right before my phone went off and was like, Dad's like, you up? And I'm like, getting up now. And he's like, do you want to go get Long John Silver's? And I'm like, yes. Give me the Long John Silver's. And then, of course, the kids were happy to see me. Because I'm nice. I'm nice and cool, and at least they see that I'm actually an adult now. When I first babysat them, like, I literally was like, you know, you're supposed to listen to me because I'm the adult. And Allie literally to my face said, no, you're not. You're a kid. And I'm like, do you know how old I am? I'm 22. She's like, wow, you know. But then when Dad and his girlfriend got home, like, they're like, no, Des is an adult. And they're like, she is? And it's like, oh my god. Like, yeah, I'm like my dad's kid, but like I'm not actually a kid. I'm way older than you guys. I'm an adult. I'm the babysitter. Like, that was kind of funny. Today in the car it was actually really funny because Allie decided we should play hide and seek in the car. And yes, we were buckled up. I was sitting in the middle seat because Allie wanted me to sit there because we were in the back. And she's like, count to 10, I'm gonna hide. And I'm like, okay. And she just hides by like covering like herself with her jacket and like kind of like scooching herself into my side so her face is like in my side, and she's like covered, like curled into a ball. And I'm like, oh no, I wonder where you could be. There you are. And she's like, ha ha ha. Like, now it's your turn to hide. Like, hide behind like my sister. And like, which I couldn't because I was in the middle, and I was like, And she's like, haha, I found you. And Aurora got in on it. And it's like, and then of course, like Dad and Sarah, they thought it was kind of funny too. And it's like, we're playing hide and seek in the car while we're buckled up right next to each other. But, you know, they're kids. It was kind of funny though, so. Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I've talked enough. But yeah, I'm just gonna go now. This was like my vlog video for the month of April, and I'm Des from Aro-Tarot, and I'm gonna sign off now so I can go and play some video games and then do schoolwork later. So, bye. Also, because I'm just saying, but video games become before schoolwork. No, last week were my finals for those 2 classes, so like this week, like, actually, what time is it? Do you even have, my phone's over here, I just don't know where I set my phone. Oh, it's right here. What time is it anyway? Like, it's not due till midnight. It's only 5:18. I have time. But yeah, the final projects were like last week, so like this week I just have a quiz and like to write up something else smaller. Like the big things were last week, so it's fine. I'm just gonna do some dailies on the game. Like, games are more important than the school you go to learn how to make games. No. But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna go now. But anyway, bye.